Hey, Faith Walkers, how are you doing? Oh my God, welcome back to Dee-Talks Fridays. Welcome back. I know I've missed a few weeks. I've been traveling, I've been doing a little something here and there, but I am back and I have something to say. Today I want to talk about communication. We've all heard communication is key, all of that. Communication is so important. Good communication is so important. And I want to talk about that because it's sometimes it's lacking in our society. We have social media, we have different types of communication, and all of it matters, right? If you go viral on social media for a good reason, that matters. If you go viral on social media for a bad reason, that matters. Communication is key in any type of relationship that you have. That could be with your family, with your spouse, with work or coworkers, or any type of relationship, friendships, business, all of that. Communication, oh my God, communication is key. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I remember when I was a much younger woman, I was really afraid of saying exactly what was on my mind. As far as like communication and all of that, if I felt like it would make me uncomfortable or the other person uncomfortable, I just wouldn't say it. I'd be like, I'm not gonna say it. But what I found is that communication just clears the air, right? Where there's gray areas, communication will make it black and white if it's good communication. So as a teacher who has taught adults for years, I have had to have some really hard conversations, right? Maybe somebody has come in with a bad attitude, or they're being disrespectful, or what have you. I've had to have some really harsh conversations, or hard conversations. Let me say hard and not harsh. But I have found in those communications that it just clears the air. I have an example. I had a student, and this student, it was like every time, I would have some type of interaction, if she would be in my class or whatever, it would be like she would be kind of disrespectful and, talking back or whatever. And I'm like, what is going on? So this one particular day, I told one of the teachers, I was like, can you take over this class? I need to talk to this student. And so I took that student out. We went and talked. And it was like, these are grown people, right? And so I'm talking to this person, and they are like, just feeling like I'm picking on them. And then it was like there were tears, and the real problem was not me or the school or the whatever. The real problem stemmed from, hey, I have a child, I'm a single mother, I don't know how I can be in school and take care of my child, right? So that was the real problem. And so the frustration came out as, something different. And then when I communicated and found out what the problem, we zeroed in on the problem, then my heart melted. I was like, oh. And then me and her, our interaction was fine then, because we had an understanding of what was really going on. But I never would have gotten there. We never would have gotten to a good relationship, a good interaction, unless we would have communicated. Right? So you never know what somebody's going through, what they're thinking, and why they're having the reaction that they're having if you don't talk to them. I want to talk about how communication is key in any relationship. If you have questions, communicate. I love Proverbs for this particular thing that I'm talking about. I love Proverbs. There is a proverb. It's in Proverbs 25:11. And it says, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. All right? It's like apples of gold in pictures of silver. It's beautiful. Okay? Just imagine that. That is a word fitly spoken. So if you're speaking, like, it's important to be specific in what you want to say. Be specific in your tone, right? Be specific in your tone. Now, I'm gonna admit I don't always get this right, but be specific in your tone, because sometimes you're communicating something and somebody can miss what you're communicating because your tone is off, right? And your tone may not line up with what you're trying to say. I would say to make sure to be honest, make sure to be transparent, say what you need to say, be honest. It's like, be honest and say it nicely. Oh, say it nicely. You don't always have to be stern and ugly and all, you know. And like I said, I don't always get it right. But these are the things that I've learned about communication. Say it nicely. Be direct. Be transparent. Let that be your guide. Now, there is one more scripture that I want to read. And when I'm in deep communication, this is what I think of. I think of the scripture in Proverbs again that says, it's Proverbs 15:1. And it says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Now, ain't that the truth? Like, somebody could say something and then they say it harshly, and then it's like, I'm mad now. What? Are we about to fight? I'm mad because you didn't say that to me right. Your tone was off, right? So now, can you say it with grace in your heart? Say it nicely, okay? Say it nicely, because we know that if I say it in a certain tone, these are fighting words. These are fighting words. We're not trying to do that. We just want communication. We want to communicate what we want to say, and we want to be communicated with in a like manner. All right, so I want you to think about when you're in some difficult communication situations. I want you to think about all of the things that I just said. You know, say it nicely, be transparent, be honest, all of that, and then make sure that you are choosing your words wisely. That is what I have to say today. So have an awesome Friday. Happy Friday. And I will talk with you later. God bless you.